Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Not really. I mean, the thing is, you know, this is the roller coaster, and I'm somewhere in that middle shift right now, trying to get to the funny bit that goes over the bridge. And, anyway, today is Tuesday, December 10th, and it's 2024, and I'm in a battle with the usual people that say they're going to help me. Um, I mean, here's something I got mad about. I mean, I've titled this the Nomad got mad. I did get mad. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to put my slippers on so as I can get a glass of water so as I don't croak. 1 second. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, running out of patience, running out of water. Relax, breathe. Sometimes we get pushed, even though we're walking peacefully through life. We get pushed, It's like, ah. I got pushed today. I called my very big inverted commas healthcare provider, health I don't care provider, because apparently my rates are going up. According to this letter, my rates are going up. I'm on social security of very minimal and I'm making it work, but it's a struggle, but I make it work, right? So I'm okay, fine. But then they told me it's going up. The cost of prescription drugs or whatever, it's like the increase. So I tried to get to the bottom of it. So I phoned my healthcare provider and I phoned a nice lady. I mean, I think she's probably unemployed. No, she's not unemployed. She's employed because she's got a nice demeanor on the phone. And let me try and explain how this healthcare system works for you. And I said, no, I don't want an explanation. I want to know why my healthcare, nothing has changed for me. My income hasn't changed, whatever. So why is it going up? Can you explain? Eventually, after about an hour of getting mad and stopping her in her tracks as she reads miles and miles of paperwork and answers and bullet points and all the things that she did so kindly, after I had to get angry in order for her to say, I'm sorry, I don't know, and then give me another number. Like, it's so complex. There's like 4 layers of trying to survive in California on a pension that isn't nowhere near enough to cover your rent. Anyway, so I got mad and I got angry and then I apologized, but I apologized to the human because I felt sorry for her having to go through this, because she felt like she was providing me with primary school education on how the system is fucked. When I got angry, I'm so glad she didn't hang up. And in the end, I said, look, I got nothing against you. It's the system. And I understand that. But please put me in touch. And she said, well, I'm not sure, but I'll give you a number. So she gave me a number of social services and I've called them, and I'm number 1,572 in line for their phone answering system that will tell me, yeah, it's going up. And so, if I get a phone call in between whilst I'm doing this, you can join me on the phone call, because it's quite interesting, really, how everybody keeps passing the buck. But the real buck stop is I'm going to go macro, micro. Big picture, health, I don't care. That's what it is. The system of, um, and I'm not playing the part of a victim. I'm playing the part of a retiree. I'm 68. I'm going on 69. It's not. It's. I'm not stood here with a begging bowl and going, oh, the system knocked me sideways. No, I fully expected to live on my pension. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, the system is not geared towards those in poverty. We know that. Okay, so that's just the way it is. But you fight your battles. I'm getting I always get a text or something. Right. Oh dear. That's a good idea. My daughter's trying to take advantage of a special offer because this is a consumerist society. I don't want to get into any political debate. I mean, we all know it's a consumer society. It's just the customers were or used to be. Oh, the customers used to be catered to and treated kindly, and I mean that was one of the key things when I first landed on these shores of the United States of America. Was, wow, you go in a store and people like, can I help you, sir? I mean, I left a Europe that had already been through the like, you know, the poor shop assistant or the poor customer service assistant on the lower end of the wage was being treated poorly and kind of just didn't care about customer service or anything anymore. So, one of the things that surprised me in the United States when I first came here in the 80s was that customer service was fantastic. I mean, if you're a customer and you walked into a store, that people would fall over to help you, and they were genuinely trying to help, and that was part of their training for the job. But now the training for the job is, can you accept minimum wage? Yeah, there you go, is a job. That's it. and of course they're going to be treated poorly because customers have always gone asked some ridiculous question, but they ask questions and expect answers, and of course these people are not trained to give you answers, and in fact, because they're pissed off because they're on not enough money to be able to make their lives bearable. It's this endemic thing. I mean, I've got a friend called Danny Katz, and she's brilliant. She writes great books. If you get a chance and you want to purchase something from this consumer society, go and buy her books, dannykatz.com. Her books are brilliant. And there's a coloring book that's not just for kids. It's a really good coloring book that she's just put out. And I think that would be great. Even if you can only afford to buy one book, to buy that book. And then when you see, I don't know, your nephews, your nieces, your kids, whatever, it's like you can say, oh, do you want to help me color in this page? Take a box of crayons with you and get them to help you color in the page, because the information of the coloring book is really, really good. Okay. Anyway, here I am trying to deal with lots of things all at the same time. I've always been able to multitask. I don't know why. But I was gifted with that. So lots of things going on. But buy Danny Katz books. Buy one, even if you send one out, just get it for Christmas so as you can do what I said. And, try and be kind. I mean, I know. I just explained how I got triggered but I did apologize and I said, "You're a very kind person." You know, try and be kind to people, because whatever issue you might have, they also have an issue. It may not be the same issue, but they have an issue too. And we all have issues. I've been helping a friend who sadly is passing away. Slowly he's decaying. His life has gone to shit. And the only way I can actually help him is to not help him and to just say, no, I mean, no longer can I carry you and do my work because you don't help yourself. And he's not really, well, he knows he's not taking care of himself. And the people, his family, he has two brothers, a sister, and a mother, an ex-wife, and three children. And those people have got to step up and help him and get him into hospice. The man's an alcoholic, but he thinks he's in charge of everything. And yet he's a complete alcoholic and he's dying of cancer. So I've had to intervene in a way I thought I never would, which is, in order to be kind, I have to step away from helping him. I know that sounds contradictory, but it's not. It's the honest way of helping him is to go, no, I can't give you a ride. You can't bribe me with, I mean, he just came and knocked on my door and he said, "Do you want to go for breakfast? It's on me." And I'm like, no, because I know your game. We're done. It's tough, but sometimes you have to preserve self and also help somebody by not being their doormat. All right? That's very important. Stand up for yourself. Anyway, advice today, dannycats.com. Buy the coloring. Yes, I am coloring book, but also her other books. She's very, very wise and very, very learned. And she's also written a book called The Language of Betterarchy, which helps with this communication process. It really does help because we communicate so poorly. I mean, this thing is constantly telling me, I heart you, with no words. And it's also just shortcutting everything, but it's spelling, you see, it's casting a spell. And you abbreviate everything, and then you get to a point where you can't even decipher your own language. Ridiculous. But the Language of Betterarchy puts a more positive spin on the way in which the negative spells come in. They do. They come in every day, constantly reminded. Ooh. Fear is the key. That's what they use. They use your fear against you so as you get into control. And then once you're in control, they'll feed you lines and lines and lines of bullshit. Anybody who's watching the mainstream news knows that. Okay, I got to go. All right, lots of love. I love you. And I'm going to end stream. And let's stay in touch. Anybody wants to chat when I go live, and it'll be mostly in the mornings. Chat, get in the chat room. Get in the chat room. All right. I love you.